And the mistake that people make is that they try to fix things in the outer world, when in reality, all you have to do is fix the things within yourself. And the outer world will begin to reflect these inner changes, because in truth, there is only one reality. And so the outer world is a reflection of what is within. You will always be the bottleneck to your reality. So it doesn't make any sense to focus on anything other than optimizing yourself. As I like to often say, we are the instruments of God, and our life is the song. But when you are out of tune, your song, your life is out of harmony, and you experience problems and suffering and misery. And to become in tune means to balance your energies. How we relate to our parents determines the way our energy is balanced. Because there is the masculine energy, which is order, and there is feminine energy, that is chaos. And we are conditioned in two ways. By nature, meaning our biological tendency towards certain traits, that which is built into our genetic code, and nurture, the conditioning from our outer environment. And so, as I like to put it, ask yourself this: are your strings as an instrument of God too tight, or are your strings too loose? This is the first step in knowing yourself. It is knowing your dominant energy. My energy has tended more toward chaos. And although this makes me a highly creative person, it also creates a lot of trouble. In that my strings, my energy is often too loose. So I have naturally, throughout my life, fallen into patterns of depression, lethargy, passivity. And so in knowing my dominant energy, in order for me to rise to my highest potential, I have to integrate orderliness in order to balance my natural energy. Whereas someone might be too uptight. They might be too anxious. And so they require a slowing down. Relax. Take it easy, man. Simply by balancing these two energies, you will become in tune, in harmony with life, and in balance. Whereas if you fall out of balance to either side, you will experience many problems in your life. Problems are by definition the absence of harmony. And so when you bring harmony back into the equation, the problems disappear. You see, life is always communicating to us, and that message is a reflection of who we are. Life is a mirror. Other people are a mirror of us. And you see what happens when you embark on this journey of self-discovery. Every experience you go through, every person you meet, you realize they are telling you something about yourself. And so you are in this perpetual state of growth and expansion and discovery, making the unknown known, making the unconscious conscious. And what this is that you are on the path to wholeness, to becoming complete and total. Because all of the traits and the aspects of yourself that you rejected in childhood, they didn't disappear. And oh, they will come back to haunt you. And so we have no choice but to go into the recesses of our mind, into our shadow, into our unconscious, and integrate back those parts of ourselves that we have lost. And the more complete and balanced we become, the more harmonious our life is. But you see, how many people do you know who actually take the time to reflect like this? I don't know about you, but a lot of the people that I see seem to be just winging life. Like they're just thrown into it. And they're like, well, I'll figure it out as I go, I guess. But the problem is when you're too distracted with the world, when you're too busy dealing with problems out here, you never address the root of all your problems. So begin to pay attention, especially to the experiences that trigger you. What kind of traits in people do you find unfavorable? Or what in people do you even despise or hate? What kind of thoughts get your attention? What is the message from your unconscious spoken through your dreams? If you pay attention, you will begin noticing things everywhere, and you will learn things about yourself that you never knew before. And you will find that most, if not all, of your problems arise because you do not know yourself. Not just your true nature as the transcendent, but who you are as this character, as this body, as this mind. And as you know thyself, you are able to tune this instrument. And not only is exploring yourself, the nature of what you are, why you are the way you are, and why you do the things you do, not only is this the most exciting adventure, but you also get the added benefit of creating a far more harmonious and beautiful life for yourself. But as Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Embark on this journey of self-discovery and you will not regret it, I promise.